What's good, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Life at Sea, season number 3. A highly requested video of the entire tour of the ship I am on currently. And without wasting time, because we've got a lot of things to cover, let's start the video. This is the length overall of the ship, 249 meters. Forward 190 meters, aft 59 meters, and the breadth is 37.43 meters. I'm going to show you in real time. That's the forward, 190 meters to the bridge wing, and around 60 meters in the aft, and the breadth from port to starboard around 37 meters. If you're curious what this is a gyro compass repeater. I'll show you here the compass. Inside this we've got a few more navigation instruments. I can show you if you want. Yes, as you see, telegraph, bow stern thruster controls, and rudder angle indicator. And here we have a searchlight with the MOB live buoy. This panel over here is used when we are going alongside. Mostly the captains use it along with the pilot when we have to take the ship into a port and make her move alongside for cargo operations. The navigation bridge, also the brains from where we control this big beauty. This is where I stay for 8 hours in a day and control and command the ship along with the other mates and the captain. So a quick brief intro. So this is the main panel from where we control the direction and the speed of the ship. This is the hand steering, not like a conventional wooden wheel which you might have seen in movies. Then we have the compass, that's the telegraph. We're going full ahead, and we'll go to the engine room and see how the engine looks of this big beauty. So stay tuned for that. Then next we have 2 radars. Number 1 S-band, number 2 over there X-band. This is the chart system which is all electronic, and with the help of this the autopilot is steering the desired course we've put, and we can double tally it from these panels, overhead panels we have on board. So those who are new to the channel and want to know more about these bridge equipments, you can check out my previous episodes and watch how I use them in my daily life. For now, I will head down because we have to cover a lot of things on the main deck, in the engine room, and the secret passageways. So let's go there. So the E deck is where I stay. You can see the second officer cabin. I will go there and quickly change into my coverall. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am all set. I hope you all are ready for the full tour. So let's go. To close my cabin first. Guys, one important thing I forgot. Always carry the radio. Just in case there is an emergency, I should be aware of what's happening, or maybe I go into emergency. So yeah, always. Sorry about that. The best part about being on E deck is that we have the entertainment room. Let me just open this right here, and this is where we play PlayStation and relax ourselves on this massager and foosball and carom board. So this is the best part about staying on E deck. Everything is close by. Since we were talking about entertainment, we cannot miss out on the internet access on board, which is covered by Airalo, who are also the sponsors of this video. As sailors, we need to download movies, music, and TV series for our long ocean passages of 21 days, which require a strong internet connection. This has been made possible by Airalo, as it is the world's first eSIM store that solves the problem of high roaming bills and has made the lives of seafarers easy by covering 200 plus countries and regions in the world. With an eSIM, purchasing and installing the eSIM is all it takes to get started. Its user-friendly app provides a variety of affordable plans which are perfect for travelers like us. In case you're wondering if your phone is compatible with Airalo's eSIM, don't worry. A list of all eSIM compatible phones is provided in the video description along with the App Store links. Additionally, you can use the code KSN20 to get a 20% discount on all your eSIM purchases, so don't forget to take advantage of this offer. So the plan is that I'm going to go from E deck, first take a pit stop on A deck where I'll show you the dining saloon for a second, the galley, and then we go to upper deck. From there we move forward. So this is the kitchen of the ship and the food is being prepared. some hot dog and burgers for today. Excellent. Galley tour I have given, so do check that video out. For now I'm gonna go to upper deck. Also guys, I'm gonna show you something good. Oh, this is something new. Alright. So this is our LSA locker where we keep all our life-saving appliances and firefighting appliances spares. And that is the stationary locker. Okay, I'll open it so that you see how the stationery works. Where we keep all our extra printers, cartridges, paper, material for office work, staplers and whatnot. Also the printer papers for my nautical instruments. So this is something that I'm in charge of, and I have to take the inventory and keep it up to date. So guys, now we're entering the upper deck. Here I'll show you the hospital, then the office for that. Also while we are moving, there's the ship laundry. See, today is Sunday, so all the laundry is full. Guys are washing their clothes. Alright, so we're now entering the ship's control center. Here we take care of the ballast, the stability of the vessel, the heeling, and all these systems are integrated right over here. And the chief officer's computer is right here where he receives the cargo plan and gives it to us, and we do the cargo operations outside. We monitor it, we don't do it personally. The big cranes in the shore do the cargo operations. Now I'm going to wear my safety helmet because safety first, and also change my safety shoes. So remember, PPE is most important, and I'm also in charge of the PPE locker. I'll show you. Okay, my helmet is on, full PPE is done. Before I go outside, there's one more thing I would like to show you. That is the hospital of the ship. Alright, so this is how the hospital looks. Where are the other lights? Yes, and I'm in charge of all the medicine inventory and housekeeping, etc. So far it looks good. I'm happy. I don't want to go here because I'm wearing my safety shoes and I don't want to make it dirty. Otherwise, I only have to clean it. We're now entering the deck store. Here we have our firefighting equipment, the BS sets. So in case there's a fire, we wear all of this. BS sets and everything. I have made a dedicated video of what all firefighting equipments are there on board. So I'll put the links in the description, you can check them out. And this is the PPE locker, as you have read rightly. And here we keep all our coveralls, safety shoes, gloves, etc, etc. And I am also in charge of this, taking inventory and all. So yeah, a lot of work for second officer. So that was more or less what we have here on the upper deck. There's one more thing. That's the engine room entrance, but we're going to go there once I show you the deck and the cranes. So stay tuned for that, and let's go outside on the main deck. Alright, so I am now outside on the main deck. As soon as I have exited the accommodation, I've got the paint store locker. Here we keep all our paint, as you see, for the maintenance work of chipping and painting this huge ship. I'm going to go forward now, which is somewhere over there, 190 meters as I told you. And from there, we're going to go and climb up the #1 crane, because I know you all must be curious of how these cranes look from the inside. Okay, this was the place I was sitting on. These are known as bollards, and these are used when we have to make fast a tug during our arrival and departure operations. So I'm sure many of you must be familiar with it by now. And we've got the life-saving appliances, which are the life buoys at quite a lot of intervals. Like suppose if I walk 10 meters, then you'll see another life buoy over here with lights. So life-saving appliances also comes under my responsibility, and yeah, they are spread out all over the ship. So this folded ladder you see over here, this is the accommodation ladder. So when we have to embark the ship or disembark, which means going up the ship or going down, we have to use this ladder. And right now we are in the open ocean. That's why it is all secured for heavy weather and all of that. Another interesting thing which I would like to show you is this arrangement of another ladder. As you see, this is known as the pilot ladder. Now this ladder is used for embarking and disembarking the pilots. So what pilots do generally is, when we are going inside a port, these guys come on the ship and they know the water better, they know how to take the ship inside along with the help of the captain. So yeah, that's what is the primary role of the pilot. And along the life raft, we have the life jacket box and immersion suit box. If I open this, you'll see what's inside here. Okay, it's a bit tough. Yeah, those are the life jackets and the immersion suit. So this is also my responsibility, guys. Oh, that took a little while, not like the Tripoli ships. Okay, let me just take my breath, catch my breath, and then I'll show you what's here. Alright guys, so this is the forward station of the ship. Here we do our mooring operations and anchoring operations. These are mooring winches. We've got 2, 4, one more here, 5, total 5, and 2 windlass for anchors. You see 1 and 2, starboard side, right side, starboard side, left side, port side. This is port side. And yeah, many anchoring operations videos I've also made, and also mooring, so everything in the description. Don't forget to check them out because you'll miss out on a lot of information, guys. Also, these are known as rollers from which mooring lines pass. And there is one more thing, those are fair leads, and these are known as Panama chocks for the tug line. So whenever we have a tug, we pass the line over here onto the drum and then make it fast here on the bollard. Now my plan is to go to crane number 1 and show you the view from the top, and of course show you inside the crane what's happening there. So the cranes are usually used for loading, unloading our containers, which as you see on top of me. This is the entrance to crane number 1. You have to climb up the small ladder, which I will do now. These are stoppers. So in case someone just walks into it, it will protect him from falling down. And while I am here, I will show you how the containers are lashed. So you see these are lashing rods which are put onto these container sockets to hold the containers from falling down. But you must be wondering, there are no lashing rods here, so how it is holding? It is holding through something known as twist locks. This is the base lock, but on the similar place, let me zoom in. As you see over here, there are twist locks in between these containers all the way. So that's how the containers are stacked together onto these hatch covers. Inside that there is the cargo hold, and the cargo hold right now is full, so I cannot go inside, otherwise I would have shown you that. But yeah, this is generally how everything is secured. And you see on the other side there is a lashing bridge. We'll go on top of that, I'll show you that as well. Similar thing over there, lashing rods as you see all the way. And then that's our crane number 1, and we're gonna go all the way up. So let's enter the crane number 1 of the ship. First I'll switch on the light. Going up, these are the lights. Now we have to climb vertical ladders all the way up. Okay guys, I have almost reached the top. I'll show you what's around here. So these are the gears from which the crane rotates left and right, and these are all around 360, and that's the last bit to climb. So let's go. This is the cabin view from the top of crane number 1, and I will just going to sit down here for a while because it's quite tiring, guys. Believe me, vertical climb. Anyway, this cannot move right now because it is parked position and the power is off. Let's move on from the cabin and open this booby hatch to see how the view is from the top. Let's see what's here. you out like the 360 view because I just saw a beautiful rainbow also popping up here. How lucky am I today to shoot this and get a glimpse of all of this. I love it, guys, I love it. I was coming down and I realized there is a shortcut to the Lashing Bridge which I had to show you, from top because I'm trying to cover the entire ship, guys. So yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, so yes, this is the drop down bar I was talking about, and it has to be loose always. And yeah, you can see again lashing rods all over, and we were there right now. Let's proceed now below and check out the rest of the ship. Before we head to the aft, there is also one more thing. That's the bosun store, and let's go inside that. Okay guys, so this is where we keep all the spares for the deck. You see, this is a pilot ladder. That's a hammer to beat the bitter end in case we are losing our anchor and we have to let it go totally into the bottom of the sea. I'm just trying to find the bitter end. Yes, this is the bitter end. So we hammer this cleat out so the chain is free from the ship and it goes into the water completely. Rest we have some lashing rods here, spares, mooring ropes and many other things, turnbuckles. Yeah, we also have these emergency eye washes at regular intervals which are being taken care by me. And here we have chemical suits in case there is a leak in the container which has got chemicals. Then we wear this, wear the BS sets, and then go and try to check what is the problem and how to mitigate the problem, or how to solve the problem, or how to contain it. For your good information, this is known as a mushroom vent, and you see open and shut. Right now they are open, so it is inside. We have got the ventilation for this cargo hold number 1, and at every interval you will also see fire hose boxes, fire hydrants, freshwater pipes, and freshwater valves and air valves. So all the deck has this. Let's make you hear the sound of the waves crashing on the hull. Before we go to our station, there is one more important thing I had to show you. This is the backyard where we keep some more spares, and that is the crane, the monorail crane from which we pick up our stores and provision when we are at port. There is one more thing, there is another type of crane which is on top over here, and I would like to go and show you. I'm going to open this entrance, A-deck entrance again to go inside. Okay, so this is where we have the lifeboat brakes, another lifebuoy, embarkation ladder, immersion suits, life jackets, life raft launching procedures, and yeah, this is the bunker line. So that means when we have to refuel the ship, these are the lines from where the bunkers are, coming into the tanks, the bunker tanks. So yeah, and we've got also life rafts over here, as you see, and that's our lifeboat. One interesting thing we have on the ship, something known as the Swiss room. So this is the Swiss room, and here sometimes some people stay. They're all bunk beds over here. My shoes are dirty, that's why I don't want to go inside and spoil the room because someone has cleaned it. But yeah, those are the bunk beds. And here we have the lifeboat embarkation station, as you see here. This is where this is the place from where we go inside the lifeboat. And now let's go to the aft station, guys, because time is running out and the sunset is about to happen. In case you're wondering what this blue thing is, this is the freshwater tank ventilation. So we produce our own fresh water and drink it. We don't need to buy things from the shore. We make the sea water, turn it into fresh water. So self-reliant, guys. And on that note, we have reached the aft station entrance. I'm going to climb down and then show you what's there. Alright guys, welcome to the aft station, where we also have a basketball ring and a small court. And this is also one of the best spots to come and meditate. Because you see, or you will see now. Just hear the sound of the waves and the propeller making way. Excellent. Over here also we've got 5 winches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No anchoring because anchoring is not done from the aft station, guys. Just for information. And some more mushroom ventilation, controllers, fair leads, Panama chocks. Wow, guys, what a view this is. I love it. So this is the steering gear room, and let's head inside to see what's there. Guys, some extra ropes for mooring, and that's the steering gear right over here. As you saw in the beginning of the video, the hand steering, when we give orders over there, the order comes into this steering gear motor, and the motor helps the rudder move left and right to move the entire ship left and right, or else in maritime words, port and starboards. Port and starboard, not starboards. Sorry guys, I think I'm tired. I need to take a break. So till then, you enjoy the time lapse and a few cinematic shots. Then I'll see you in the engine room. Okay, so let's go back inside our accommodation. Yes, here we are. There's a change of plan. I'm going to first show you one more thing because that is important. Otherwise, the sun will set and I won't be able to show you, which is the swimming pool of the ship. Wow, guys, I feel like going inside, but we still have got work to do, so later. Outside my cabin we also have some wonderful barbecue area. This is where we do our barbecue. Some beautiful paintings made by one of the sailors, and yeah, this is my favorite part because here I come and relax and enjoy this beautiful blue view. So guys, I'll be now going to B deck before we go to the engine room, because on B deck there is a very important thing, which is the gymnasium, and I have to show it to you because most of you want to see, you know, what all we do for fitness and all, so it's very important that I cover this. Let's go to B deck and then engine room. Alright guys, so welcome to the gym of the ship, my favorite place. Excellent. We've got table tennis, treadmill, you know, the Smith machine, I don't know what it's called, no, the pull-up machine, dumbbells, bench press. That's more or less what we have here. Full detailed tour I've already given, so I'll proceed now to the engine room. There is one more thing which is here on the port side, which is the rescue boat of the ship. You see, that's the rescue boat, and that's the port side lifeboat and the rescue boat crane. Alright guys, that is the engine room entrance from the upper deck. So let's go in. Alright guys, so right now I'm in the engine control room of the ship. This is where all the parameters of the engine are monitored. That's the telegraph. That is the only thing I know about here. Radar angle indicator, main engine RPM, and all of this is up to the engineers. I have nothing to do from here, but for good order I have made an engine room video covering everything here when the engine was shut, so that you can check it out. Right now I'm going to wear my earplugs and then we'll head down for a quick view of what all we have here, the main engine and the generators and all. So let's first wear the earplugs. Plan is, first I will show you around this deck. You will not hear anything because it's too loud. We are going at full head. As I showed you, the engine is like duck 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 duck. You cannot hear. I'll try my level best to see what I can do. And let's go to the workshop first. Excellent workshop. I really like this place. Though I don't have much of work here, but still, these are all the tools we have, and this is the Hydroblaster machine for chipping away all the rust, aircon, welding section. That's the engine room team. Nice. And yeah, chain block. There is some overall going on, and here we have the stores. That's the storeroom for all the spares for this huge machinery. We have the main engine, generators and whatnot, and there is one secret passage here, which is the high voltage room. So that was the storeroom. Let's head to the main engine platform. Believe me guys, I am extremely tired. Even though this is a relatively small ship than those EEE and the MR class ships I did before, but still, covering the entire ship is dead tiring, and I'm sure I must have forgotten many things. And if I have forgotten something, do let me know in the comment section. I'll try to cover it in the future videos. For now, I have to rest and close this video. And I hope you all like this video and got some good information and knowledge. Do let me know in the comment section which was your favorite part. For me, it is on top of the crane number 1 where I saw the 360 view. Awesome. So you can check out the rest of the episode if you want to know more about how I work, how I navigate the ship, how the food is prepared, how moorings are done, how engineers work in the engine room. Check out the rest of the episodes. Links are in the description. For now, see you in another episode guys. Signing off, KSM.